Hi, pile number three, you that chose this glitter stone, this sparkling stone. This is your reading. Um, I used cards from the Osho Tarot and medicine cards and the Goddess Oracle card. And I hope you enjoy this reading. It's really beautiful, your reading. We even have Amaterasu that is a Japanese goddess of beauty. And there is like these butterflies that indicates transformation, such as in this card. And we have the ego that talks about spirit, and a really beautiful reading. I hope that you will like it. So let's go to your cards. This first card is called Transformation, and we see like this person with several arms, just like the Hindu gods and goddesses, and each one holding a weapon or a divine object, like the sword to cut away that no longer serves us, or to see clearly, or like the lotus flower that indicates compassion, indicates purity. So the yin yang and the cut current, that was holding you back. The snake that indicates transformation. Um, the phoenix on the head and the fire that indicates transformation. Death, endings, and transformation. So I think what is causing you to feel angry, because this first card represents the root cause of your anger, uh, is this transformation that you are going, because this would be on the traditional tarot, the death card. So sometimes we have to go through endings and transformations that really hurt us. So I think maybe there is a part of you that resents this ending or this pain of the transformation, because maybe you are too attached to with the things that you should be letting go, because this card here talks about letting go. So maybe there is an ending that is happening, a transformation, and it's really hard to let go of the things that you need to let go in order to transform. Maybe we would like to stay the same or have stability, and now you guys are living a period where things are coming to an end and things are transforming. And even though it's really beautiful because we have just like flower here, it was really painful too, because there is this like fire, and it's okay to feel angry. um on the second card you have the lovers card, and this card, the second card, represents the way that you are expressing your anger. So with this card, I think some of you are projecting this anger towards other people, because we see these two people and they seem to be the reflection of each other. There is like a mirror effect. And sometimes when we dislike something about a situation or about ourselves, we can project those negative feelings on other people, or distorted feelings. And we then can't see things clearly. And sometimes maybe you guys be lashing out on innocent people or people that didn't do anything to make you angry, but maybe you are perceiving their attitudes as like an attack to you, when maybe you are on this vulnerable state of transition, and it's painful, it's scary, and you're like, oh my god, why do I have to go through this? And maybe you're lashing out unintentionally in other people or beings, and this card is like alerting you so that you can have more rational decisions, and maybe take a step back and see things like in an elevated manner, such as the ego that gets out of the ground and fly to have like an overall view of the situation. Maybe people that are close to you, or people that you see frequently and are close to you on a daily basis, maybe you are uh, lashing out your anger on them, or maybe even if you're not like verbally and physically, or letting your anger be known, maybe you are having thoughts, oh, like, oh, this person is so critical of me, oh, this person is so blah blah blah, and maybe you don't realize that the behavior or the thing that you are criticizing others, it's something that you too is doing in some level, and maybe you are projecting your fear in other people. An example for you to understand, maybe you are going through a breakup, like like a love breakup, and it's really a difficult time and period to accept and move on, but then you kind of don't want to let the old go, don't want to accept this ending, and you get angry like, why these people betrayed me, and why I had to like invest so much time and effort and blah blah blah, and what if my friends do the same, because I thought that this person, uh my love interest, was in love with me, but suddenly they betrayed me. I've discovered that, and now I've ended this, and I'm so angry because I put so much time and effort. And what if my colleague at work, they always smile at me, but maybe they don't like me, or maybe my best friend too, she's saying that I look pretty and that she likes me, but maybe she doesn't like me, and she's saying that just to make me at ease and make me feel good about myself, but maybe she doesn't like me too, sometimes we make these projections because we are so much in pain. Like, sometimes we go through such a critical and tough situations, and they are so painful that maybe we can project this pain on other people, on other situations that are innocent, or that are not going to replicate what you lived, because sometimes we have to remember that every person is different, so you shouldn't generalize a situation just because one person did one thing, that the other person will do the same thing, and see people in this very, I don't know, distorted way, so I think there is just like a device for you, or like a message to you, like, don't project your pain and your anger on other people. See them for who they are, connect with your heart more, um because then you'll be able to have a clear view, like an honest view of the situation, and not your projected fears and pain. And I know that is being really tough on you guys, because we have the ego card, that the key word of this card is spirit. So it's talking about spirit itself guiding you. And this is a card of spiritual tests. And they are tests because they are hard, otherwise they wouldn't be tests. So I think this card is um, really elevated because the message is that you to maintain your faith even if you are facing the bad, because sometimes it's really easy to maintain faith when you are in a good position, but when you are in this type of energy, when you are feeling solitude, um, sometimes it's really hard to have faith. And the message of this card is to keep your faith, and is a really beautiful message because this card talks about where do you make a nest, make a home for your heart. Where do you place your heart? And we have the heart here. And the eagle card says that the eagles, they don't make nests on swamps. They don't put their hearts on swamps. They choose like the highest of the trees that's really close to the spirit to make their nests and put their hearts. So I think for people of this group is to remember where your heart is and where you place your heart. And this is a time more than ever for you to cultivate your higher values, to really stand up for these values, and choose a high tree, an elevated tree to nest your heart. And the outcome of the situation, if you connect with your heart chakra, and now I'm seeing is that like these stones, it glitters, it sparkles, and you see like the head of these people is sparkling too. I think if your heart is put on a good place, and sometimes we can do that by connecting with art, I think, or seeking help of people that love us, or uh, seek higher emotions. If you do that and put your heart in a good place, your mind will sparkle with great ideas on how to move forward and how to solve the situation. And the outcome of the situation is to letting go. Because I think it truly is the end of a situation. It's not yours to hold. The water needs to go back to water. And with this gentle movement of allowing something to end, to letting something go, you will find this peace and this transformation. And that device for you is the solitude card. And I don't know, you need to really be connected with your intuition, and you may consult your intuition in regards to what I will say next, because maybe it's different for everyone. But I think if you guys are ending like a relationship, can be like a love relationship, a work environment relationship, yeah, friendship, I don't know. I think it is really the time to let go, to end. And the advice is to be alone for some time. Because uh, even if you are like physically alone, like without other beings or without other people, you are never truly alone because there is spirit with us always. There is the divine on us, like the phoenix, this consciousness that's always with us and guiding us, uh, always guiding us higher and higher in protecting us. But I think for you guys, the advice is maybe to be alone for some time, or it's you will find the solution by yourself, you know. You will make like invent, create another concept, or find the solution by yourself. And if this is a relationship, as I see, I think it's more like time to let go and to remain alone, even though if it's not a definite end. Like for now, a separation is needed, and if it's something belongs to you, it will come back to you. No, it's really cliche, but I think it applies to the situation. But for now, as you are watching this, it's really like time to end, time to be by yourself for some time, because that way we will find your heart again. Maybe we are too, uh, when you are too, when two ropes intertwine and it's kind of gets messy and full of knots, and you can't tell who you are anymore. Maybe the relationship in question was in that degree, and it was causing more harm than good. Then that's why an ending and a separation is needed now, so that you can be by yourself and find your heart again. And we have Amaterasu, the goddess of beauty, and it's really nice her story because uh, there is a time when she gets really sad about the world and with her brother that was rude to her, and she thinks that she's ugly, so she hides herself in a cave and she stays there for a while until she gets out and she sees her reflection on a mirror, and she's the sun goddess. And when she looks herself in the mirror, she realizes how beautiful she is, and then the light is again back at the world, and she illuminates the world with her beauty, with her warmth, with her heart. So I think maybe there is this like cave period where you are retracting for then coming back to life again, coming back to the light. And it will be really like a self discovery period, because like you will make this movement of going in, but then when you go out, you will know you more than ever. Some of you, maybe this can be related to beauty. Maybe some of you are getting older, you are aging, you are getting near from death, because death is like the ultimate truth, maybe. Like it's a consensus that every living thing will come to an end, at least physically, and this physical vessel will go through transformation, and sometimes that can be hard, because sometimes, for example, if you are a person that was really proud of your beauty when you were younger, and you took like a great part of your personality was lying on your beauty standards, or like in a relationship that you created, or like even a job. Like I did this job for so many years, and now I'm retirement, and who the hell I am, so you kind of, sometimes we cultivate things for such a long time that they kind of become who we are, or we think we become that. We use that to define ourselves for so long. So when that goes through transformation, when we no longer have that which defines us, we need to make this movement to find ourselves again. So maybe some of you guys, this is talking about you reconsidering your beauty standards, maybe seeing the beauty in aging, beauty in wrinkles or white hair, and owning your own beauty, seeing the beauty in the world, because we have like a society that um, gives too much highlight for the youth and sometimes forgets the old. And rediscovering the beauty in yourself, in your situation, so that you can have like a unique response, a response that you will find out for the situation, so that you can transform and shine as bright as ever. So yeah, I hope you like this reading, and bye bye.